What up, everybody? Welcome back to Creative Culture. This is your boy Nehemiah.
And Ashley.
I was just rapping there again. You heard that? How you doing, sweetheart? You ready for this baby to come?
Yes, I am so ready.
What do you think she's gonna look like? Because we haven't had no 3D, none of that. So we haven't, like with Thyla, we can tell. Oh, she's gonna look like more like you,
more or less, like
yeah. And with
with this
baby girl number 2, we haven't seen any of that. So
we really haven't even seen her at all.
Haven't, bro. You showed me one thing, and I was just like, "What is this?"
Me too. I'm like, bro, what is this? But I don't know. One, I'm kind of excited. Well, I'm kind of sad that we obviously didn't get to really see her, but I'm also excited because then it's like it gives us that expectation of like, oh my god, how's she gonna look? Like it's just like that, like excitement of like when she finally arrives, like we get to see her. What you said with Isla, like we kind of had an idea.
Yeah,
she kind of looked like you.
Now she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
To what you say, you said like literally 24 times.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. It's like 9:30.
It is.
I'm tired.
Yeah, it's 9:18. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know what baby girl's gonna look like. I don't know any of that. I don't know how big she really is already. At least with Isla, we had already, somewhat of a, number range. This is her size. This is her weight. Roughly, we don't know how this child's gonna look, and I guess that's the fun thing about it is we don't know what to expect, but we know she's gonna be beautiful because she's gonna be our child. Because let's be honest, some people's kids come out looking like oof. We know somebody that had some oof-looking kids.
A lot of newborns look a little rough. But
our daughter Isla, when she was first born, she looked like a dang puro beaner Mexican.
Bruh.
She did. She looked like a dang dad. And then 2 weeks later, she looked totally different.
Not even 2 weeks. I'll give her a few hours. She had a de-swell, if that's even a word.
She looked rough. Poor child.
No, she's cute. Kidding. She was cute.
She was. I'm just like, this baby can be born
literally any day.
Any day. I mean, how many weeks we have still? I'm looking at the calendar here. 1, 2. 2.5 weeks left.
Oh Lord, I am not yet ready
until this baby's born.
I'm not ready.
And I've been kind of sitting back and just imagining me having to open my heart again.
Yeah.
For another child. Mm-hmm. And it's like I love Isla so much that now I have to love another person just the same.
Yeah.
And I could sit here and just start crying because it's an emotional feeling for me. I had to obviously open my heart to love you, and my heart grows bigger for you every day. And with Isla, sometimes she beats my heart because she don't listen. But nonetheless, my love for her is getting bigger, and my heart expands for her every day. And now that you're bringing baby number 2 here, I have to now open my heart up again for her. Mm-hmm. And I know that I'm going to cry just as much as I cried when Isla was first born. And I know that when they officially meet for the first time, it's going to be,
oh no.
Yeah.
Such a special moment.
Yeah, it's, as a dad, I was just talking to Malik about it. Like, we have girls, bro. We got girls. And I believe that with the girl comes more patience, but with the girl comes more love. Mm-hmm. And comes more affection, and comes just more intimacy and love. People think that intimacy has to do with sex and all that, but it doesn't. It's the simplicity of I'm bringing in a child that I get to now. I'm the first example of a man.
Yeah.
And if I treat you like crap, treat Isla like crap, well, then our other child is going to be like, well, Daddy gonna treat me the same way. But if I treat you with love and then I live with love, clearly she's gonna expect the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. How do you feel as a mother that's getting ready to go through some pain to deliver, a child and to bring what you have been developing within your own body, getting ready to come to life? How do you feel? Put it on your camera.
I feel nervous, very nervous. I was talking to my mom, and like every time she tells me, like, do you feel any contractions? Like any, like, 'cause there's like pre-contractions that you can feel, like once you're getting closer to your due date and stuff, so your body's like kind of
Yes.
like, like, hey, you know. But I haven't felt anything, and I was telling her, like, I honestly forgot how
That feels.
that feels. Like I don't even remember how contractions feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I know it's painful. I remember it being painful, but I don't remember the extent of the pain. And who did I hear it from?
Sorry, I'm gonna move your camera a little bit.
Oh, what happened?
They get a live from me. Sorry, guys, that was my fault. I moved it by accident.
Oh, I can't remember where I heard it from. I don't know if it's someone that told me or I just heard it in the room or I heard it on TikTok or something. I can't remember. But someone said like the beauty of like not remembering of childbirth is because then you won't have kids again. Like if you truly remember all that pain that we have to go through, like it's terrifying. And like if you were to like really truly remember it, like you wouldn't want to have kids because it's like painful. And so yeah, like I was just thinking about like I don't remember. And I guess that's like I said, like that's the beauty part of it because like I'm willing to like have more kids, But anyways, I'm nervous. I'm scared because it's been 6 years. So it literally feels like it's new again. But I'm excited at the same time.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. I feel as you're nervous, I'm nervous, but I'm ready. I am ready because I know that this beautiful, I want to say her name so bad, but I can't. But this beautiful child is her birth. She's coming to a home that's going to be full of love. She's going, ooh, I didn't feel those emotions coming. I know she's got grandparents on both sides that are going to love her. I feel and I know that she's going to have a church family that's going to love her. She's walking into that room loved when she goes for the first time to church. I am filled with so many emotions I didn't think were going to come. My goodness.
I thought we were just updating. I didn't think we were getting emotional.
Yeah. What in the world? It's probably because I can feel like she's here. Like
she's here. All right.
She's about to be here.
Kicking.
I know, but my goodness, I'm just ready. I'm ready to just be a dad of two. Yeah. I'm ready to embark in a new journey to learn how to parent someone else again and not make the same mistakes that I clearly made with Isla. This kid is sleeping on her own from the beginning. She's not sleeping on this bed, no matter how many times I want her to, but she's not because now I can't get one out of my bed. So that's it for sure. But nonetheless, I'm excited. She's coming at a perfect time. She's coming at a perfect time.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm ready to be the dad. Another dad to another kid. Dad. To be a dad to another kid.
Yeah.
Anyways, to update them on what's going on here with creative culture, we have some updates coming because clearly
About to have a baby.
about to have a baby. I have two jobs as of right now. I work at Mercedes Benz as a photographer, and I also
Okay.
work at the church for Red Worship. So I do have two jobs, and I'll be soon to have a third one as a podcast producer for a friend of mine. And so I have a lot of things going on. Clearly,
Yeah.
a lot of things going on. So I feel like this is my baby. Creative culture is my baby. And I love creative culture. I love sitting here and setting up, having conversation. We have some really cool conversations in the next season
Mm-hmm.
because this is going to be the end of the second season. And I'm excited for season 2, 3. I don't know what we're ready. I'm excited for the next season.
Yeah.
Got some really cool guests lined up. Some pastors, some entrepreneurs, right? Did I say it?
Entrepreneurs.
Yeah, entrepreneurs. Sorry, we got some people that got businesses.
Yeah.
Let's just say it like that. I'm excited. I'm excited. I got some fellow content creators as well coming on, and I feel like God is taking creative culture to a new journey, to a next dimension. I believe there's some vision that I don't want to share on camera,
Yeah.
just because. Not that I have the fear of people stealing my ideas or any of that, but I believe God gave me a fresh vision
Mm-hmm.
for the next season, and I don't think it needs to be shared. I think it
Mm.
needs to be shown.
Yeah.
Too many times we want to share our vision instead of showing the vision. And the moment that you start to share the vision, yeah, the Bible says that, write the vision down and make it plain so that others can run with it. But sometimes others run with it
For
for
themselves.
themselves.
Yeah.
And I have shared my vision, the vision that I believe God gave me for the next season, with, of course, you, with, of course, my best friend, and with maybe one or two other people that I know are going to run with it, that are going to pray about it, that are going to seek God with me in it.
Mhm.
But I'm not going to share it with nobody else. I think I just rather show it. They're going to be more. I know one thing that I do want to share is they're going to be more in depth conversations. There's going to be more deeper conversations. There's going to be more practical conversations as well. And there's going to be some conversations that I believe are going to challenge people that are watching it on their phones, TVs, tablets, on the way to work, back from work, lunch, whatever the case is. I believe that these are going to be some great conversations. I was talking to Trinity, which is going to be another, she's coming back on again. And the topic that I had told her, hey, this is a topic that I believe I want to talk with you about.
Mhm.
And she literally, I'll read it. I think she said it was just like a four. I think she said like four words, something like that. She said, she just said interesting. That's a deep one. It's one that I have questions about for my personal life, but it's also that I know people that are going to be watching that are going to be like, okay, it makes sense. It's obviously about church and worship, but it's a deep. I don't even think I shared with you what I'm going to talk to her about, but it's deep.
Mhm.
But then I have someone like, a friend of mine who used to be a youth pastor and went from being a youth pastor to owning multiple businesses, owning real estate everywhere.
Yeah.
Homeboy got a house in San Diego with his wife that they don't live in.
Their dream home.
They have
that thing is beautiful.
That have a dream home that they don't live in. And
That's crazy.
he mentioned why, and I want him to share that story
Yeah.
on why they haven't moved to San Diego. Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all,
That thing is
that's an estate. They got an estate. That's a beautiful house. But what are your expectations? I believe for the next, that you believe are gonna be for the next season. Have you even thought about the next season? I know you probably haven't, but not just kind of
Yeah.
me on the very edge of what I want to talk about for the next season. what do you like? What's your expectations?
For me, I want to get more. How do I say this? Not in. I want to say involved, but that's not the word. Like I want to be more like how you do with like, oh, like I want to not interview, but like sit down and have a chat with Trinity. Like I want to have those conversations with other people, but like
Yes.
with the women. Like
Yes, please.
Just like from like a women to women perspective of like, I mean, it's obviously subjects too that we've talked about, like just womanhood, motherhood, or just like any trauma from childhood or whatever that affects women nowadays, and how we like think and like try to break those barriers of like not to carry those to our children, or even just being like a wife, like how
A
to be
friend.
how to be an amazing wife, a friend, and just like a mother. So it's just subjects like that, like just more women based. Because I know like, yeah, that would help me too, and also people that listen and stuff. So
Wow, you.
So but the thing is with me, I'm not a good like interviewer.
No, that's
and I know you
fine.
don't have to be. It's just a normal conversation.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I don't know how to get deep. But I do, but then I get emotional.
I don't think it needs to be always a deep thing.
No, I know.
Everyone knows me for being the deep conversation guy, right? So that's why I know my niche and I stick to it. I know what I'm good at and I stick to it. Niche. I don't know. I didn't graduate high school, right?
I mean, people pronounce it differently, so I don't know.
You know?
But yeah.
I ain't graduate. So don't judge me. I don't have proper
Neither
English.
do I.
No, but I believe that that's great. I think that instead of me having a conversation with Trinity, it should be you. Not clearly the what that this is going to be about. You're going to be like, no, babe, you got to do this.
Yeah.
But for sure.
Just more lighthearted, like heart to heart.
Yes.
People that are like I said, I want to gravitate more towards like motherhood, wifehood, and like just that type of stuff. I feel like that would help me too, like I said, to like learn and like see other perspectives of like I want to interview like people that have been married for over like 20 years, 30 years, or like whatever.
Wife, right?
Yeah.
The spouse, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be great. I also think it's needed. It's needed, obviously, in this culture that we live in, but it's also just needed for ladies who are,
struggling or
30 and under.
Yeah.
30 and under, and even 30 and over, but realistically 30 and under, our demographic really is very broad, right? It's from 18 to like 40 something years old.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I believe that those conversations would be so good.
I know.
And that's 2 podcasts a week right there.
Yeah.
That could be 2 podcasts a month just for you to sit in, and have your own segment with creative culture.
We'll start with 1 a month.
Or even 1 a month. That's fine. But I think that'll be so good. Even if it's discussing a book, whatever it is, I think it'll be great because having a woman's perspective is awesome. And I don't think women's voices should be silenced. I think they should be just as loud as men's.
Yeah.
And I support you 1000%. And question here.
Lord.
What do you think about merch?
Merch?
Yeah, what do you think about merch?
I don't know.
So you can tell I have a plain t-shirt on. I'm at this point in my life now where I don't really want to wear branding on my shirt per se. Obviously, this t-shirt is obviously a brand. Shout out to Walmart. It's George.
Shout out to Walmart.
Even my shorts are from George. But
shout out George.
Shout out to George at Walmart. Sponsor me. I'm just kidding. But no, realistically, what do you think about merch?
I think it'll be cool.
You think it should be like limited?
I think so, just because we don't necessarily
got a place to store it.
Well, yeah, 1, that, and 2, it's just I don't know. I just feel like it's more special if it's like limited, like very, very limited, and it's like, certain people are able to purchase or buy, or I don't know. It's just
Yeah, because realistically, I want it to be a very great quality T-shirt,
yeah.
not a George T-shirt from Walmart, which ain't nothing wrong with it because I have it on right now. But no, like
No, yeah, I know what you mean. Just
like an
very good.
essentials type feel or all saints represent. Sorry, you probably don't even know these brands, but
I know these
you know
brands.
represent
Oh, not that one.
exactly. But they have they
Hey.
focus on the quality of the t-shirt, right? They have
Mhm.
limited quantities because of the quality of the t-shirt.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be sick. Some like monochromatic type tees, type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be sick.
Yeah. We'll see.
What else?
No
I want to talk about
updates.
one more thing here, and we'll end it with that. But to touch on last podcast, which was about the lady, basically trying to tell you what your worth is
Mm-hmm.
with not you, but
Oh, yeah.
specifically, and the backlash of that she's gotten. I wanted to end this podcast on the backlash. How do you respond and how do you act when people are coming against everything that you love, adore, do? Like, what do you do when the backlash comes?
Prove them wrong.
Jeez, go to your camera. What you say?
No,
You gotta say that louder. They need to hear that.
prove them wrong. I mean, not to like not doing it for that reason, but
Yeah.
like, like who, like I said on the last podcast, like who are you to tell me what I'm worth, and like, you know, so
I think instead of proving them wrong, I think you should just prove to yourself that you're good enough to do it.
yeah.
When you can look in the mirror every day and be proud with the person that you are becoming and you've become.
Mm-hmm.
Not forgetting,
Yeah.
but remembering what you've been through, gone through, and you've had to endure in your life to be at the position and the place that you're at.
Yeah.
I believe backlash doesn't come to destroy you. Backlash comes to push you.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a trampoline.
Trampoline.
Yeah. You bounce on it real hard. And when you bounce on it, or when you put your whole pressure down, it skyrockets you up. I think backlash is almost like that.
Yeah.
It like skyrockets you to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know how to deal with it. I have been called numerous of things on TikTok, Instagram. You have been a part of, you have read some of the comments that I have gotten before, being called all kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
from a rotisserie chicken to a fat turkey to some stuff that I won't mention that's just bad. And not once have I ever
Backlash at them.
not once have I ever taken the backlash and have been offended, hurt, angry.
I have.
You have, but I never have. I never have. I maybe for a second I'm like, "Bruh." But then I laugh because it's like you took enough time to comment on what I'm saying. So clearly what I'm saying is affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always had that mentality. I remember talking to Aaron on his thing, on his pod that he was doing, or show, whatever. I don't remember what he didn't even know what he was calling it at that moment. But he had asked me a question about that, and
Oh yeah, I
I
remember.
told him like it doesn't bother me, and he says, "No, it does." And I was like, "It genuinely doesn't." Like I said, it might bother me for a minute or two, but after that, like I think it's flattering when someone has something to say about every little thing that you do.
Flattering.
Yeah, it is. Because you have so much energy to come and comment on it. You have so much energy to say something about it that it's affecting you to the point that you have to say something about it.
Yeah.
But to me, it's flattering. Why is it flattering? Because you're talking about me.
Yes.
You have that much. You
not
have that
in the
much,
way that you want them to.
No, of course not. But you have that much energy that you want to say something bad about me. And to me, that shows the insecurities in them. None of the insecurities in yourself. Because if you're talking about something, you're clearly not afraid to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's when people tell me, "Are you vulnerable?" I always say, "Go look back on these podcasts."
Mm-hmm.
I've never been afraid to
share,
expose myself and to talk about, hey, I deal with this and I deal with that, and I have this issue and I have this problem and that problem. Was it last week? We were in a big group and I had a lot to say.
Oh.
And shouts out to my bro for saying, don't say nothing. Because I'm not afraid to expose, because I expose myself. And I think when you expose yourself, the backlash doesn't affect you.
I get it.
You know? Mm-hmm. I feel like I just said a whole bunch of nothing. But this is the last podcast for about, I want to say about a month and a half, maybe I know for the rest of April and all of May, most likely.
We'll probably pick it back up in June. Thank y'all so much for the love and support this season.
This is going to be the last episode for the next month and a half. Obviously, baby girl is on the way. I'll probably do a video when baby girl's born, so that way whoever's here on YouTube can obviously see our beautiful daughter. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. Thank you for always supporting, for liking the video, for sending personal DMs, text messages about certain topics that we've talked about. And also for some people who have messaged me and say, hey, why don't you guys talk about this? So thank you guys for all of the love and support. This is Nehemiah. That was Ashley, which left. And thank you guys for tuning in. Creative Culture. We believe creatives like you and I could change the culture that we live in today. So go out there and be the change. We'll see you on the next one.